Hello there and welcome back. Sol here. Today we have Hammerman attacking our island. You can see I have my circle base loaded, but in terms of my base, it's pretty much the same as it was before. The only difference is that I increased the level of my cannons. Also, now all my cannons are level 17, all of them, and then I have 3 cannons at level 13, and the other ones are at level 12. That puts my average level for my defenses. So that is the 36 tower, the level of the 36 towers defenses that we have, plus the levels of the 3 mines that we have, divided by 39. So that is 14.4, my average defense level out of 19.2. Which means I'm at 75.2, so 3/4 of the way of max in my case. So yeah, if you want to see what's the other levels of the stuff, you can go and watch the other videos. Mines are max. Chuck mines are about level 2. Boom mines are level 13. And the rest of the stuff is around level 14. The only thing that's notable to mention is that I have max rocket launchers and max shock launchers at level 14 and level 10 respectively, and then I have a damage amplifier level 3 and a HotPot level 3. So without further ado, let's go and take a look. I haven't watched any videos of what's coming, so you're gonna find out with me. I'm gonna try twice. If I fail more than twice on any stage, I'm gonna edit the video and cut it down, to keep the video short. So first stage is attacking out with 48 riflemen, 12 sukas, 6 heavies, 6 tanks, and 16 warriors. It seems like he's bringing a little bit of everything. So let's take a look. All right, let's see where he lands his special troops. Right smack the middle. They're gonna divide evenly, left and right. There's no way around that. Those guys on the right are gonna on the left are most likely gonna die due to the mines, the same as the guys on the right side of the map. There's no chance that those amped up rocket launchers are just gonna tear them apart. So this time I forgot to put a couple of now I'm just realizing that I forgot to put a couple of buildings here in front, just so that the units have something to fire before destroying the actual defenses. So now we have the tanks on the other side, and that's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna have to talk things. Well, wait. In any case, those guys are just gonna keep popping in. I'm gonna wait. So Mega Crap is coming Friday 5 o'clock my time. Like I said the time before, I dropped one of my resource reward statues for a health. Here it is, for a health statue. So that's gonna be really nice. Now my Scorchers have a base. When boosted, they have a base HP of 80,000 HP. So I'm still not undecided of whether or not I'm going to use Rifleman, Cryonius, and Suka for the first 10 levels, because those are usually easy. Or if I'm going to use Scorchers. I haven't decided. Let me know what you think you're going to be using. I know that after level 10, I started tailoring my troop combinations for what I wanted to achieve on each stage. So, but I have to say that RCCM was able to push me really, really far away. I did have some losses, and I did have some, some reload times, but that was not a biggie. So now stage 2, he's attacking out with 24 heavies and 288 riflemen up. But before that, let's add a couple of buildings here in the front, just because we don't want those structures to die rather quickly. Want them to last a little bit longer. All right, let's do this. All right, he landed all his troops on the left side of the map. It's gonna be interesting. Riflemen, they all went Riflemen, they all went to the right side because all the initial buildings got destroyed. So we're gonna see now. I mean, those rocket launchers are just tearing into them. There's no chance. Yeah, and again, we just see that HotPot just ripping through them as if there was no tomorrow. Yeah, from my experience, this base online on the left side worked. It often needs a lot of tweaks, mainly because the way the base is in here, it forces the troops, to become funnel on that left bend here, right? And that funnel helps you a lot. In this one, they come pretty much straight up, and that's not optimal in most cases. So stage 3, he's gonna attack us with 16 grenadiers, 24 riflemen, 12 medics, 9 tanks, and 60 sukas. Do we want to move these buildings up? I'm gonna say yes. We're gonna risk it. We're just gonna see what happens. If he lands the grenadiers first, we're gonna have trouble, and he did not. So lucky for us, he did not. That means that those sukas are gonna get wrecked when they go through those mines. And then the rocket launchers are gonna hit them, and bye-bye sukas. Come on, tanks, destroy that before. Yes. So the tanks destroy the buildings before, so that means that the riflemen are gonna eat the mines. Right side is already done. Okay, let me move this here to this corner maybe. Okay, let me accelerate this. It's gonna be the same deal. We have, how many medics we have on that side? 3, 4? Oh, it's the grenadiers that were healing so fast. Okay. Yeah, once they get to that corner and the boom cannons get in range, he has no chance. That's it. All right, so that was stage 3. Pretty simple so far. And that circle is always in the middle. So let's see what he's bringing on stage 4. He's bringing 9 tanks, 48 riflemen, 12 medics, 48 heavies, and 64 warriors. He's bringing not a lot of riflemen, which is interesting. All right. Not a problem for our base. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's barraging our stuff in the front. Can we get it without having to redo this? Alright, I'm seeing now one little problem. The heavies are all going to the... which way they're going? Some of them are coming this way, which is good. Some of them are coming on the right. But I can see a little problem, which is most of the heavies are not going to be engaged by the... They're not going to be engaging by the HotPot. So we might have to redo this one. Yeah, we either wanted all the heavies on one side and all the tanks on the other, or all the tanks on one side. Either way. But let's see. Maybe we can get it done. Yeah, we're gonna get it done. That's not gonna be an issue. HotPot is gonna get into play now. Yeah, we're gonna get it done. So, I mean, if I would have to repeat this stage, I would essentially make all the tanks come this way on the right side, and then let the heavies go on the right side, and then move my cannons to the back so that they had more shots to the heavies as they approach instead of waiting till the last second. Yes, power rods. I need those. Always running short on power rods. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm short on them. No, I have a pretty, because I'm pretty much building, hot pots and damage amplifier, and that depletes the middle ones, the gears on the rods. But those are the prototypes I like, so there's no reason to not use them. All right, so that was stage 4. Let's take a look at stage 5. He's bringing Scorcher, Grenadiers, Riflemen, and Sukas. And I'm thinking he's gonna bring the Grenadiers first this time, because he's gonna bring the Grenadiers first. I'm gonna move this here. That way he has something to attack. No, he did not bring the Grenadiers first. And maybe the placement of those two buildings on the other side might come to hunt me, because now they're gonna have a 3-prong attack. But luckily the rocket launchers are gonna be taking care of them, so that's not gonna be a problem. Oh yeah. Melt it. Oh yeah, that's done. So you see, the Grenadiers are always trouble. They always sit in a nice, comfortable position and tend to destroy most of your defenses. So the best way to deal with them is either catch them on the base as they come out, or make sure you have them isolated so that your defenses can attack them as they come into range. Gonna speed this out because that Scorcher is going to take a long time. Done. Alright, so we're done with stage 5. Let's take a look what he's bringing on stage 6. 96 Sukas, 212 Riflemen, 12 Medics, and 32 Grenadiers. Eek. Okay, let me fix this. We for sure want to fix this. How many Riflemen? 312. Yeah, let's do the basic this. Let's see what happens. Alright, so the HotPot activated, and that messed up the landing of the Sukas. But it worked out well. The Sukas are getting wrecked. No more Sukas. Riflemen are gonna suffer the same fate. Okay. So everything is burning now. Let's see. So here comes the Grenadiers. Oh, that's unfortunate. He shocked my HotPot. Come on, HotPot, come out. Yes. So now my rocket launcher is going to be able to engage those grenadiers. So hopefully they can do before they die. Yeah, they did. So this stage is done then. Maybe not. There's a lot of riflemen on the other side. Oh, but we still have the 2 shock launchers and the rocket launcher, so we're gonna be okay. Shock launcher just melts through those guys. Good. So stage 6 is done. It was closer than I wanted to, but still it's done. All right, let's take a look at stage 7. See what it's bringing. Yada yada, I know. You want to steamroll me. So 9 tanks, 192 riflemen, 32 grenadiers, 60 sukas, and 64 warriors. Well, nothing to it. Let's get to it. Let's see what happens. Well, at least that part is good. But the crazy barrage destroying most of my buildings is not. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to repeat this one definitely. Because, I mean, I lost a bunch of my defenses of GGB and collateral damage. So we will have to for sure have to repeat this, mainly because I ran out of my defenses due to the gunboat ability. Yeah, we will have to repeat this one. Gonna have to rewatch the replay and then figure out what gets attacked by GB. I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna pause the video and then move those buildings out and then come back. So I'll see you in a second. Well, guys, I know I told you I was gonna come back quickly, but surprisingly, it took me 27 attempts. You're hearing right, 27 attempts, 2.7 million credits till I solved this freaking HAMMERMAN 7. But I did it. No ice, HotPot, damage amplifier. This is the layout. I mean, the amount of GBE that HAMMERMAN throws is insane. All this, that building gets GBE right away. That rocket launcher gets GBE right away. So I'm losing a huge amount of firepower. He then GBE all those 4 buildings, like with a barrage. He just barrages. He barrages this, barrages that, and barrages those 2 rocket launchers. So this is what I had to work with, guys. That is what I had to work with. 3 cannons. One level 12, the other one's level 13. Boom cannon, sorry. These cannons right here, all level 17. My machine guns, I had 4 to work on, level 16. My HotPot, my damage amplifier, my mortars, and 1 rocket launcher. Guys, it was crazy, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to stop here for a second so you can, if you're having trouble, make sure I was chatting here with a friend. He throws the same amount of barrages. So you just have to isolate the stuff that gets barraged, isolate the stuff that gets shocked, and then tweak. I mean, I had to tweak a little bit here and there, but here's the idea. He lands tanks first. A group of tanks with a group of riflemen with a group of grenadiers. Those guys are going to follow these buildings, and they're going to go this way. And I'm going to forget about them. Then he lands grenadiers. Those grenadiers are going to start heading this way first, grouping a little bit, and then they're going to go up. They're going to get decimated by those mines. And then he lands riflemen, sukas, more grenadiers, and that's where things get hectic. So I'm Gonna stop here for a second. Look at this layout very well as you can. I'm gonna you can pause the video probably. Oh my god. You can pause the video probably and then check it out. All right. I'm gonna stop here so you can there we go. That should be center. So you can copy that layout as good as you can. I'm assuming you did, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you my replay. Guys, I'm not kidding. 27 attempts, guys. The first 6 were easy peasy, then 27. Oh my god. All right, let's do it. So he lands 9 tanks, 192 riflemen, 32 grenadiers, 60 sukas, and 62 warriors. So let me make sure the volume is down. All right, let's do this. All right, you see here, he barrages those 4 buildings right off the bat, within seconds of landing. And then you see those riflemen are grouping up with the grenadiers. They're all walking to the right, and that's good. I don't want to see them for a little while till I can deal with the other stuff. And then you see the second barrage takes everything. I mean, two boom cannons, 1 sniper tower, and 1 cannon. I mean, I'm losing a great amount of firepower right here. But here you see the mines are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Rocket launchers just in range. Those mines were placed just perfectly so that they would take care of those grenadiers as fast as possible. Now the HotPot is going into action. I've cleared the first 2 waves now, and it's looking good. I mean, at this point, it was tweaking until I got to here. I mean, it was crazy. So now the Stukas are coming in. If I would have, looking on hindsight, if I would have to do this again, I would have moved those cannons second row. Those cannons would have been second row, and the machine guns would have been first row. The problem is I had those cannons first because I was having trouble with the grenadiers. And I could not. I could not go without the boom cannons. I needed the boom cannons on the top to deal with the tanks that were coming from the north, from the west side, from the right side, and around. I needed those cannons there. So I placed the cannons. Just to make sure that I could deal with the grenadiers quickly. However, I did not have the mine layout that I had at the beginning here. So once I tweaked that, then those mines took care of all the grenadiers in conjunction with the rocket launcher and the shock launcher. And then I didn't realize that. So I realized it after I was watching the replay. So on hindsight, I would have those cannons and cannons on the second line, and then the machine guns on the first line. So let's just keep going. So now comes the third wave. It's essentially warriors, but shock launchers are gonna keep everything shocked, and the HotPot is just burning through them. So not a biggie. Now comes the second part of that third wave that came through, which is the riflemen. They're getting melted, and at this point, once I destroyed all the Stukas, I knew I had this, because that's the point where I was getting overwhelmed, because the grenadiers were still alive at that point. But now that they're not, it's just easy peasy, guys. What's left is just the how do you call it? The tanks, the grenadiers, and if you look up to that point, I had only lost those 2 buildings in the front, and in terms of the actual defenses, I had lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenses only, besides the one that got barraged. So besides the 8 defenses that got barraged at the beginning, only 6. Which is pretty good. I mean, the HotPot kept everything pretty much alive. And then from here, it's just, I won. There's nothing else to it. I'm pretty stoked about it. I always said it that I like HAMMERMAN because it's a puzzle. I like solving puzzles and trying to figure out what to do, how to move my defenses. Because remember, I don't have, it's only 75% out of max in terms of my average defense level. So I have to make do with what I have. I mean, if you had ice or building health, it's a different story. I mean, HAMMERMAN wouldn't be that difficult. Obviously, if I didn't have the damage amplifier and the HotPot, it would have been impossible to get to here. But I do use it. I do have it. I advocate for it. Advocate? Advocate. I don't know how to say that word. So yeah, I defeated all 7 stages of Hammerman. Pretty happy about it, guys. If you like this video, if it helps you, man, give them a thumbs up. Comment on the video or on the thread where I post this. It's really good to hear from you guys. I really like it and enjoy it. So without anything else to say, guys, Friday, mega crap. Stay tuned. We're gonna go through it and see how high we can get. So take care, and Sol is checking out.